All right, welcome back to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It's your host with the most. If you've never been here before, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button and then hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you're notified every time a new video goes up on SouFLoTV. This story comes straight out of the Jamaica Gleaner. Big up to the Gleaner for this one. But you know, what I do is called commentary. Some people say it's called vlogging. This is not vlogging. Vlogging is when you bring a camera around with you and show people what you do throughout the day. I started out here, I went to the gym, then I went to the groceries, and then I went to school, and then after school I went to work, that kind of thing. That's vlogging. This is called commentary. Alright? Now, a St. Thomas mother on Tuesday relived a common nightmare following the murder of her daughter in a double killing that rocked the small district of Soho in the parish. Check this out. This is the third of her 5 children who have been brutally killed. If I was her, I'd run with the next 2 because obviously they're going for all 5. Not true? You agree? Listen to the story. The first one happened was in 2014 when the body of her 8-year-old daughter, Kalina Headman, was found in bushes with her hands bound and her throat slashed. How we never hear that in the news? This is in 2014, right? Well, I didn't start doing YouTube till 2016, but this happened in 2014. And this is an 8-year-old, you know. Bound hands and throat slashed. So a long time them are going with that throat slash something here for the girls them and the woman them. And all now at 2021 and them still slashing throats. And in 2019 now, her son was shot dead in the same area. Blood fire. But something have to inner something, right? Alright. Her latest source of loss stemmed from Tuesday morning when terror struck, which claimed the life of her daughter, who is 25 years old, third child, Julina Grant. Julina Grant was killed alongside her partner, Middleton resident 24-year-old Armando Grant, otherwise called, here the name them, DJ or Killy. Let me tell you something about Jamaica. Nicknames say a lot. Alright? Aliases, OCs, otherwise called street names, they say a lot about a person. People don't really give you a name Killy or Killy because you just a nice person. You understand? So them name they usually says a lot. But the story goes even deeper. Alright? And we're going to talk about that. Again, I would advise her, wherever her other 2 children are, if they're away from there, tell them tande and don't come back there, because whoever is doing all this has a plan. I see the plan. The plan is to wipe out your whole family, lady. Either that, or this is a family that is mixed up in all kinds of things and things keep on coming back to them. Why I say so? Listen to me. It is reported that about 2:30 a.m. the 2 were at home. First of all, let me say something. I didn't like the way how the Gleaner reported this part when they said Jolina was 25 years old and she was killed alongside her partner, Middleton resident 24-year-old Armando Grant. Now either them 2 are a brother and sister or have the same father, or they just happen to have coincidentally have the same last names, or more logically, they were married. So a 25 and a 24-year-old got married? Not unheard of. How else would she have ended up with the same last name as him? Maybe the Gleaner themselves did not know, so them put partner. But I always see how they're quick to put wife or husband when it's certain other kind of people, if you know what I mean. But we're going to skip over that for now. So it is reported that about 2:30 a.m. the 2 were at home in a place called Soho when armed men kicked open the door. Normal story now. Everyday occurrence this in Jamaica almost. Door always I get kicked open. Kicked open the door to the board dwellings and opened gunfire, hitting them several times each, while they were in bed, laying down, chilling. Reports from the police are that Armando Grant was being investigated. Remember, Armando named Killy, He was already being investigated as a suspect in a shooting incident in that area. So, inferring that the incident may have been an act of reprisal. Killy, suspected of murder, under investigation. Man kick off him door, kill him in there, reprisal killing. Right? For the same thing, because they probably saying Killy is responsible for that killing that he is under investigation for, but the investigation not going fast enough for people, and them not deal with no police, them a deal with revenge. Since we can't get justice from the system, then we are gonna take with one revenge. Alright? So they said this looks like an act of reprisal. Deputy Superintendent of Police O'Neill Thompson told the Gleaner that the double tragedy follows 2 recent murders in that same area. Alright? Again, killing name. Call up in them things there. It would appear to be a counter reprisal, as we would have heard his Grant's name being called throughout during our investigations. So them go do them investigation, and his name came up, and his name came up, and his name came up. You know them say where there's smoke, there's fire. Or you never see smoke without fire, fire without smoke, or something like that. Or if you know go so close to go so. Alright. Thompson said, adding that the police have since stepped up their presence in Soho and the surrounding communities. The Community Safety and Security Unit has also been deployed to offer counseling to the grieving family, the Deputy Superintendent said. Tension and gloom have shrouded Soho as residents express their fear. They fear for their lives in light of the upsurge of violence that has been happening in this area. Our environment was okay, It did good round ya until them shot a guy in Bump, Soho, the other day. From them shoot him, I just beer violence and more violence around here, said one resident who also asked not to be identified. The woman told the Gleaner that fear has gripped everyone in the community. The whole community is afraid. Right now, me feel like up here need to go under curfew, where nobody can leave their house, and just have the police and the soldiers come run the place. If that doesn't happen, then everybody up here is going to just dead off. That's what she said. Remembering the now deceased Jolina, the 25-year-old female who is the 3rd child of her mother to be killed, of the mother's 5 children, she said Jolina was a happy person, One family member blamed her demise, listen to this, on her acquaintance with Killy, our man, again. The terrifying alias of the man who was murdered alongside her. She said, like I said before, in Jamaica when you hear somebody named Killy, and because them pick fruits and vegetables and them smile and say hi to everybody and their churchgoers and good people, you know what Killy mean already, right? She don't keep up with any bad company, That part just floor me. The obliviousness of these people. This is why these things continue to happen around the same areas to the same people all the time. Because, like when something happens and you can learn from it and move on and take yourself away and go live a better life, these people are stuck always blaming something. Listen to this. She don't keep up bad company, It's just that her boyfriend is that type of person. He was the one that they came for. But because she was there, them kill her with him too. Wrong place, wrong time is what she said. I could hear nothing more than bullshit right there. Listen to me. If you as a woman, there with a man named Killy, you're already looking up the barrel of a gun somewhere. You just don't see that gun yet. And you might never see that gun because it will slap you away while you wasn't looking. Alright? Just know say you are deal with somebody that not normal when you take up man name Killy. Figure move in, live with, do relationship with, and all these things. Now this lady knows of Killy and Killy's reputation. Remember the police already say him under investigation for murder, you know. And his name keep popping up, and there were 2 recent more murders in that same area. So they're suspected that this is a reprisal killing. Alright. For them to say she don't keep up with bad company is just our boyfriend is that type of person. The same people them where our boyfriend move around, lady is the same people she move around. Or if not, she is guilty by association. I don't want no woman telling me about my boyfriend a bad man, you know. But me not in a them something there. Well, lady, you reap the spoils of his badness. You are around somehow feeling like you are protected and secured because you have a gunman, bad man. Me know the thing go already. So you don't have to pretty up nothing for us. Okay? So we have to talk it plain and truth like it is. She died because she was associated with him. And a real killers, them are coming there now. And them just take away everybody in the room in one spot. She should have known that because I'm sure at 25 years old, she know how road run. She know how Jamaica goes. She's lost 2 siblings so far and then come lose her life. I don't want to blame the victim. The victim is gone, and my condolences to the family. My message is to people who are still living so they can actually see sense in what I'm saying and take care of yourself, and it will save your life. Or we end up reading about you because your man is a bad man and him name Killy, and him name come up all the time on police radar involving murders and these kind of things. Till man come kick off your door to kill Killy and end up killing you with Killy. Then everybody want to cry and talk about you never keep bad company. So who is your man? Your man and your company. Eh? And they don't see that in the reasoning. Jano Star. Anyway, Jolina said, they said that she died leaving behind a 5-year-old child. So she's 25 and she have a 5-year-old child, meaning she had her child around 20. It's not finished. There's going to be more killings up here, the relative added. You see that? Because them know say it's coming. And like I said before, move out the rest of your picnic them if they live anywhere in the area before them get killed. I'm thinking though, obviously the rest of them are older than 25 because she's the 3rd child and she's 25. So anybody older, anybody after she must be older than she, right? I don't know. Anybody older than her? I mean, anybody after her for her mom must be older than her. The other 2 were younger. And she had the 3rd. You get the mathematics? I don't know. I left school long time ago. Anyhow, the part where she said, the relative said it's not finished and there is going to be more killings up here. Tells me that's a very telling statement. That's a very telling statement. Is this that you have family members who you know will do reprisal killings? Or is this that your family is sitting around waiting for what you know is coming because you just said it? Why them people that need help? I can't imagine being a mother and finding my 8-year-old hands bound and throat slashed. I don't know what I would do. I'd probably lose my damn mind and have to be put in a mental home. Or I would exhaust my researches. And my researches. Me, I get tired here, people. I would exhaust my resources to make sure that I get justice. But then, those who I exact justice upon would have come back for me. And we would have this thing going back and forth till the whole of it dead out. Me no know. I just don't know how I would feel. But that, on top of that, to lose 2 more of my 5, and uncle have 2 alive when we have 5 picnic. So me have to bury 3 of them. That's too much for one mother to handle. That's too much. The sad part about all this is sometimes these parents are complacent. We hear the same story all the time. Sometimes they're complacent. Sometimes they know exactly what's going on with them picnic. But them feel like, well, they reached 25 already, so I can't really tell you what to do. Yeah? And then that is that. Uh, them see them getting involved in things, they will defend them. They will, oh God, I know my picnic, not my picnic, not my son. My son who is a construction worker, hard working boy. Him work every day. All him do, all Killy do is work and come home. You know, we hear them kind of story there. But we know better. Police know better. Mommy herself know better. Anyhow, John H. Christian says, how can one human being in Jamaica be so unfortunate with all of this tragedy? This is not a coincidence in my mind's eye. This requires investigation at the JCF level. You are absolutely right. And Examaica says, if your daughter they with Killy, then you should already put out your white frock. You understand? Which is exactly what I was saying. Nobody would be crying no, mama, because it hurt. Yes, but when you did see it. But then again, at 25, you can't really tell your child who to be with. I mean, them past grown at that point, right? So you can't really say, you can express your feelings like, me not like that person that for you, you know. And with that name that we have, Killy, and then me I hear things about him in the community, I would advise you to take yourself away from him. That is probably about as most as you can do. At some point in life, you have to let go of your children. You know what I'm saying? That's why you try to instill as much as you can in them, but the conversation is deeper than that. That's why you try to foster a solid foundation for the child and then instill all you can in them. That means by the time them reach old enough to go off into the world on their own, that they're able to function and won't be swayed and won't be wooed and pulled into bad company, which will lead them to this kind of stuff. You know, at certain point, you just have to let go and let God, because you can't keep your picnic at home all the days of their life, under your roof, under your armpit, have them live the way you want them to live. They're going to have to go out there and live their own lives. And you might not like what they do, but you have little to no control over it. See? So again, I don't want to be callous. So my condolences again goes out to this woman. And again, I would say, go away with your other children, because they're coming for you and they're coming for your other two picnic them where you have left. Watch out, see if I lie, me I tell. Lloyd Davidson says, why should she mourn? Shooting and killings stimulate Andrew Holness's government economy. A coffin will be built and sold and wakes will be held. Now, without this death, thousands would not have to be spent. Big up Andrew Holness, big up Delroy Chuck, and big up Harris Chang for keeping the bullets to load these guns flowing in. All right. At one point, I was going to say, why are you blaming Andrew Holness for this? Why are you blaming government? But they rounded it off nicely with keeping the bullets coming for these guns to be loaded all the time. All right. Referring to the fact that Jamaica don't make bullets and we don't have gun factories, but we'll full up a gun and we definitely full up a gunshots, as we can see, because enough people get it. Right. So they have enough to go around. Yet we are not the manufacturers of this. Still, to this day, there is no one to say how we can stop the flow of these weapons from coming into the country. I told people, you know, I said, listen, Jamaica full of gun already. So right now, even if they sealed off every border 360 degrees around the country and lock it down and lock down every airspace, we would still have enough guns in that country to do what we have to do for decades to come. The place full up a gun. You never see some of the gun them? Some big long army gun when me not even see the army soldier them have in a Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? Me see AK-47. Our soldiers don't carry AK-47. Virgin, if you ever hear a AK-47 beat in person, it's a wicked sound, you know? It clap, clap, clap. It's a different sound. It's a different sound from an AR-15 or anything like that. It's a monster gun that. That's why they call it a chopper. But we're full up of them there. And many other guns as well. Handgun, you name it gun. We have them big, small, tall, short. And bullets in abundance. And still, no comprehensive plan on how to slow down or stop this from happening. People just are dead and people are armed themselves. Let me close this video by saying this. It's the mentality of the people, okay? Because I believe if there were no guns, then people here would have killed each other anyways with knives and machete or machetes. And if there were no knives and machetes, then people here would have killed each other with sticks and rock stones, because it is their mentality. You see it? Anyhow, let me leave this one right here. I'll catch you on the next video. And again, condolences to the family, condolences to the mother especially. I can't imagine what it's like losing 3 of your 5 children so violently. Jolena Grant, rest up, my girl. Rest easy. Gosh, I'm out. Peace.